Hey, Debbie Holloway here. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. It's almost here and there's so much to do. But 2025 is just around the corner. And I was doing some research for a talk that I'm going to be doing, and I was looking at all the things you should know to do for 2025 or for the new year. And I realized, a lot of that stuff nobody's ever going to do anyway. So I sat down and wrote down, what is it that I do every year before I start the new year? I figured that's probably a pretty good place for me to start. Why not start with what I've already done? So here's what I wrote down. There are 5 things you need to do, and I want you to, a little caveat here. I'm going to talk to you in a minute about something we're going to be doing at the Elite Retreat in January, so stay tuned. Number 1, review your plan. You have written a plan, right? If you haven't written a plan, write one now. I've got a gal that emailed me today saying, I need to help writing a business plan. If somebody needs help, gals, let me know. I'm happy to help you to do that. I've been doing it now for, since 1980. So I'm happy to help you with a plan. But I want you to review it with the people that are important to you. Does that make sense? The people that are important to you. Let me give you an example. I coached a wonderful gal named Ann Murphy Schreiber. And she had gone through several coaches and she didn't know what to do. She had 2 small kids, didn't have any business, didn't know what to do. So I said, well, first of all, every year get your family involved. So what we did is she created a vision board with her family and she put it on her refrigerator so that everybody could see the things they wanted to do based on reaching her goals for the next year. Each child got to put down something they wanted to do, something they wanted to have, someplace they wanted to go. She and her husband did the same thing. And so as the year went along, it was right there in front of everybody, and her kids were smaller. So everybody got into it. And it doesn't matter if your kids are teenagers, preteens, or whatever. There's always something they want to do or someplace they want to go. Get the people that are important to you involved in it. Don't just write a business plan and put it in your desk. That's not going to help anyone. Get involved with the people that are important to you, the people you know you're going to be spending a lot of time with through the year, the people we tend to neglect the most in this business. Get them involved in your plan. Review it with them. Find out ways to get everyone involved. Create milestones through the year that they can see happening and see those little rewards as you go along. There are so many ways to do this. Just get them involved. Number 2, I wrote down, commit to healthy eating habits and exercise. Now, my husband's philosophy is man should not run unless being chased. I don't necessarily agree with that, and he and I have been going through a process here in the last 4 or 5 months where we've had to change our eating habits. And I've learned so much about how bad the dyes in Fruit Loops are. I mean, all of the things that can harm your body. We're learning that if you really want to stick to it, it's almost impossible to do. However, there are things you can do. Pay attention to healthy eating habits. When we go out, I make it my goal to only eat half my meal, box the rest up for tomorrow. Every morning I do some of you know this, the vinegar, this apple cider vinegar, the lemon, the baking soda, to keep my system going. And exercise, even if you just walk, park farther away from where you're going and walk a little farther. We don't get enough exercise because we are in front of the computer a lot. We're driving in a car. Think about getting something that will track your steps. I'd love to know what you are doing as far as exercise and healthy eating habits. So number 3, read the 12-week year. Use the calendar. If you send me your email address, I'm going to share with you this. I've got the sun coming in. I'm going to share with you this. It is your daily calendar. And in the 12-week year, it tells you to get out your calendar for the week, put in your calendar, block out first the commitments to your family, the commitments to yourself, then block out the commitments for you to connect with other people for business or listing appointments, but start with family first. There may be a reason the divorce rate amongst realtors is high. Don't let that happen to you. So I will email this to you. If you just post your email address, email me or just post it below, and I will email that to you. The other thing I will email to you is this from the 12-week year. And it is a sample plan, one for business and weight loss. There's another one for health and fitness, and another one for getting organized. And there's samples here of what this guy does. You can make it your own, but it's some great ideas. My thought is the more I can help you, the more you can help yourself. Number 4, what is nagging you and you can't get it out of your head? Maybe there's a room you want to get clean and you haven't done it, something you've been wanting to do, you keep putting it off, someone you want to visit with. Make a point to do it now between the end of the year, because those nagging thoughts in our brain, they will drag us down all year long. Don't do that. And number 5, and I think this one's simple, just take a moment each day to speak out loud what you're grateful for. We think about what we're grateful for, but we don't say it out loud, and it has more impact in our subconscious when we do. So those are the 5 things. Review your plan with those important to you. Commit to healthy eating and exercise. Read the 12-week year. If there's something nagging you, get it out. Get it over with. And then take a moment to speak to what you're grateful for. One more thing that I've added in the last few years, in fact, I'm doing it today, is go meet with your financial planner. It doesn't matter how far along you are in your journey to wealth. You should be meeting with your financial planner at least once a year. Be proactive. Now, I said there's something great we're going to do. Sunday night of the Elite Retreat, before the Elite Retreat, there is a place called Pinstripes. It's a bowling alley, but we're also going to have heavy hors d'oeuvres. It's just a really cool place. It's all glittered up. I think we'll have a ton of fun. 6 to 8. If you're interested, let me know. I think the cost is $50 a person, so it does not include alcohol. But if you want to go, let me know you want to go, because we need to add you to the guest list. And I'll also be posting something on our page about that. If I don't talk to you again, look at this. If I don't talk to you again before the new year, have an amazing Christmas and a happy new year.